wrapping up this video.
My interest in weather began when I was 5 years old. I can remember telling my Sunday school teacher that I was going to be a weatherman when I grew up. Growing up in rural Edgar County, I was able to experience the wide range of weather conditions we experience in the Midwest, and my first forecasting job was offered my sophomore year of high school at the local newspaper in Paris, the Prairie Press. And while I still publish forecasts in its editions, most of my time is now spent in the WEIU Skywatch Weather Center. I came to Eastern Illinois University in the fall of 2017, majoring in geography with a broadcast meteorology minor. I quickly became involved at WEIU Newswatch, an award-winning live half-hour newscast that airs weekdays at 5:30. I worked production positions initially, but I started training for weather under the supervision of my professor Cameron Craig and Heaven Ritchie, who was the lead forecaster at the time. Heaven taught me many forecasting and presentation techniques, and I made my on-air debut in January 2018 during Newswatch Nightcap. I am now on air Monday through Thursday during the 5:30 show, but the preparation begins a lot earlier. I normally come to the station around 2 p.m. to begin forecasting. We use different forecast models to prepare our forecasts, so this process can take up to an hour during significant weather systems like snowstorms and severe thunderstorms. After that, it's on to building the graphics for the show and writing a script for closed captioning. Get dressed, slap on some makeup, and it's time for the show. I normally make 5 appearances during the show, with my main weather block taking up most of the time. Unlike the news and sports segments, weather has no script to read. We explain and talk as we advance through the slides, using the monitors on the sides and on the camera in front of us to guide us on where to point. After the main weather, there's time for a little chit-chat between the anchors, a recap at the end of the show, and that's it for the newscast, but not all for the job. In addition to the newscast, I'm responsible for severe weather coverage for WEIU's 16 counties. We'll do cut-ins on air, but in this day and age, it's also important to maintain a social media presence, so I post on Facebook and Twitter every night I broadcast as well. Some days are rougher than others, especially the long nights you spend babysitting the radar that make you contemplate sleeping at the station, but I honestly love what I do, and I can't wait to see where my experience at WEIU takes me as I pursue my dream of becoming a broadcast meteorologist.